Hi everyone. I'm sorry for my voice. I have a cold. It seems like I'm always getting a cold these days. I'm going to show you the work boxes for our next week. This is for pre-K. And his work boxes, I tried to put everything together that I'm going to be using for the week. Sometimes I just do it daily. So, okay, so he begins his day with, we're going to be using the leapfrog letters now because Alfie's just getting too noisy. He starts playing with it. So he'll be doing letter T because we're doing reading the alphabet with letter T. So he'll be doing that. He's going to be continuing to practice his name. He was doing good, and then he starts, sometimes his letters are getting better, as you can see, but sometimes he just starts messing around. So I usually put one of these highlighted things there, and now he'll just continue on by himself. I've started to give him little cards to do as far as a life skill. So for this week, he's just going to be working on finding dirty clothes around that are around his room and making sure he puts them in the dirty clothes basket. He does the stickers. I've only taken out Mondays for this one, but we always do these, so he does this daily. And he also does these, and these get changed. So he'll get 2 sheets one day, and then I'll switch them out for the next day, and I keep them in these little covers to protect my pages so he can reuse them. And for his attendance, I'm going to start using the calendar for him. It's just less paperwork for me and less of a mess when he starts pulling things from the little workbox system that I started for him. So that would be like his first tray, pretty much. So he does that first. And then we move on to math. So for math, he's going to be getting like an activity. I'm working with opposites for him because he's still having trouble with that. I had given him the whole puzzle, and he just got, it was kind of like troublesome for him. He just didn't want to do the whole puzzle. So now I just chose a few of them, and he'll be doing those until he learns them, and then I'll switch them out and give him a different one. For math, I also have the color page. He didn't get to do it last week, so he'll be doing that. He's just going to cut from here and paste on there for orange. And then we're going to be reading A Pig is Big. I don't know much about this book because I haven't read it yet, but it's pretty much teaching him like big, bigger, biggest, tall, taller, tallest. So because of that, I have a couple worksheets for him after we read the book. He'll be doing the large and the small, the short and the long, tall and small. So we'll be doing those after we read the book. And I will let you guys know how the book turned out. If you want to know more, just ask. So that's for math. For phonics for him, we read my T book. So we'll be reading this. We're going to be doing, sorry for the rubber band. We're going to be doing our flashcards. So he just tells me the sounds. He knows when he gets to this tray, it's just sounds. I don't want to know the letter. I want to know the sounds. And because it's T week, we'll be doing ta, te, ta, te, ta, and ta. So he'll be doing that for those. And then we are using reading the alphabet. So for this week, we have to do the syllables by the cards. We have to read our letter T book. So everything that I use for the day, I keep on here. But I just wanted to show you how I had all my stuff. So for this week, like, we'll go through the letter T book. And I just added this on there because it gives them a little bit of color, because I didn't print anything out in color. He colored the turtle. And he doesn't like to color too much, so all he did was the one page. I will have him doing 1 page a day. Hopefully we'll get through it. And he just pretty much reads this all week. And we're going on to day 2 next. So we'll be going through here. He'll be doing his letter T book, the 20 grid, syllable counting, and a sight word maze. And I put my things on here. It's just easier for me to clip on. And I also gave him these tracing pages from Confessions of a Homeschooler. So he'll be doing those. And I didn't protect these because I actually want him to go on the line with the marker. I also gave him this turtle to color from his workbook. And this is his sight word search page. And this is the grid. So for this, we're just going to roll a dice. And he's just going to cover as many as the T's as the number that he rolls, or the turtles, until it's completely full. I was trying to find some kind of turtle eraser or something like that, but I couldn't. So, and then we have the tracing of the T's until they get tiny. And this one came from the Measured Mom. So that will be day 2 for us. Day 3. This is day 1. It's what we did for day 1. He did the poking page, and he did a tracing of the letter T. Okay, so day 3, he has to color the turtles that have the T. These clip cards that we're going to be using on our wall chart, along with the sentences that go to the wall chart. Then we have some turtles that he's going to put counters on according to the numbers. Excuse me. And coloring whatever is a T. Day 4 is cutting and pasting onto the top from the pages from these pictures on here. And he traces the T and traces the turtle. And these are the numbers that we're going to use. I'm just going to put them in a brown bag and shake them, or in a container or something, and he's just going to do dot the numbers that he gets. And then on day 5, he will by now hopefully know what this word is, and tracing here and writing by himself. And I'm going to have him, I have cutouts of little clip words. I'm going to have him glue some on here, and a picture of something that starts with the letter T sound. These are pattern cards that I'm going to have him cut out if he wants to color good. If not, it's okay. And then on the wall chart, I'm going to have him actually put the sentence together. And also draw a turtle. And for drawing the turtle, he will be following that page. So that's what I have planned for the reading the alphabet for the week. And then for a motor activity kind of thing, he's going to be putting these in shade order. And then we're also going to be reading for his book. We're going to be reading Harry the Dirty Dog. And for that, I am also going to be adding Learn About Strangers. I've also done notebooking with him. So this past week, we read Tales of Oliver Pig, Baking Day, and we did sequencing for it. So he did this for sequencing. And he also did that. He learned first, next, and last. He did this, what comes next. Because in the story, it's about, it's about Oliver asking his mom. He wants to go outside to play, and his mom actually tells him to bake cookies instead. So every time there comes the next ingredient, she just says, and next, and next. So that's what we learn. And here I just pretty much asked them where the, what doll was under, what pig was inside, what boy was next to the slide, what cat was on top, you know, things like that. And he would just point to it. And the same for this, in and out, and he just colored it. And for our book of Harry the Dirty Dog, he's going to be coloring these two, and we're going to be doing positive and negative art. So he's going to learn about that. And he's going to learn what a domestic animal is and what a wild animal is. And we're just going to put a picture of them here. He's going to learn about feelings. So we'll be talking about those little faces, and he's going to color them according to the feeling color that he thinks it is. And then he's going to make a face. So I will show you. He's got brown eyes, so he will put his face. He's going to glue it. And then he's going to give himself a little hat. And he's going to put his initial. And he's going to give himself either a smile, a frown, whatever feeling he actually feels that day. And then, because it talks about the dog running away because he doesn't want to take a bath, I want to talk about if you run away, the consequences, things that can happen. Strangers could take you, grab you, things like that. So I want to give him some stranger safety. So we'll be reading this, and I'm going to have him stamp the words like talk, grab, nice, lure, things like that every time we talk about the paragraph. I'll give him some stamps, and that's what he has. In this book, Harry the Dirty Dog, I will also be using for my first grader. So this is an activity that I do with my pre-K and my first grader for their books. And I've been really liking doing notebooking ever since I started with 5 in a row. I look at books now, and I just want to do activities with all our readers. So that's what I'll be doing from now on. So for Harry the Dog, for pre-K, that's our activities. And I will talk about what I do as far as my first grader for this when I do the video for him. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I hope you like this video. Thanks.